Oh. Oh, okay. I think we're cooking. I think no, we're cooking with gas. Okay, well if I don't accidentally rip my headphones out of my ears. Ooh, 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 ooh. Hello. Sorry. Things are taking a second because, of course, my computer was like, "How about we do an update? How about we do an update right now?" And I was like, "No, no, I think I'm good." And my computer was like, "Yeah, well, your Wi-Fi is not going to work until you update. So, how about we update right now?" So, my hand was forced, but it'd be like that sometimes. All right. As the title suggests, today, looking at two webtoons. I know, kind of crazy. Yeah, I don't know if there's anyone there because I can't really see because I have one monitor. But if there is anyone there, how's it going? Hopefully it's going well. Coconut's going well. I'm sure everyone was wondering. She's a hunk mimiing away on the bed. And I went to class and then did groceries and washed some grapes. And that's that's about it. Kind of crazy to say that that took the amount of the day that it did, but it did. So, oh boy, isn't that exciting? Also, got something pretty fun to show you guys. Um, you may have noticed the starting soon screen, right? Yeah, this one. You wouldn't believe it, but it actually took me like a minute with my mouse in MS Paint. I know it's just that good, but possibly worse. Um, there is the BRB screen that I've made because I figure one day I'll need it. Absolutely diabolical. Oh my god. There's nobody who loves my bullshit as much as I love my bullshit. So yeah, all that to say, nobody loves. Oh, zoomed in. My bad. Nobody loves my bullshit as much as I love my bullshit. That's the moral of the story. That's what you gotta do in life. I'm doing a heart with my hands. You can't see it, but I am. Trust, okay? So, unless anyone's got some objections to make right now, um, unless my hand is forced and I don't know, someone pulls a gun in my head and goes, I don't know, what would be bad to read? Read boyfriends. Then I'd be like, ah, darn. But otherwise, other, I have found comics for us to read. They're pretty new. I've not really heard much about them, but they are so generic that I would be surprised if they were good. But we'll see. Maybe they are good. Some of these actually kind of subvert your expectations and are pretty solid. So, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Yeah. I don't know. We can always like coin, coin flip. What? I was gonna say I was stuck between coin flip and coin toss, and then that just ended up as being coin flip. Nah. Okay. Well, that's that wasn't quite what I was meaning to do, but sure. I took a sip of me water from me water bottle. If anybody's got a water bottle, you know what? Yep. I'm not even gonna try. I'm not even gonna try. That sentence is just, yep. It's. I fear it's been too, too fucked up to return. All right. Oh my god, can I stop opening every window but the one I want to open? Okay, so we got the Serpent in the Empress's chamber. I know nothing about it, but just that title, it doesn't inspire confidence, if I'm being honest. And then we've got our contract marriage ends here. And we also have the option of playing Webtoon Bingo. Now, I don't know if I can make a poll. Let me check. If it takes too long, then I will give up and not do it. But I want to see if I can make a poll, see who's feeling bingo. I probably should have looked into this beforehand, huh? I was like, yeah, I could, like, no. You know what? Let's find out together. Yeah, this is definitely what you signed up for, huh? Okay, you gotta add a thing. Okay, well maybe we won't be doing that yeah. Okay, well apparently polls are not a thing. Not for me at least. And not for now. That's okay. Um Maybe let's spin a wheel. Maybe we go crazy. Maybe we spin a wheel. Or maybe you toss a coin. Heads, yes. And tails, no webtoon. Let's see. Let's see it. Okay, well that's good because I was gonna do it anyways. Yeah, you didn't have much of a choice. I hate to say, but I was gonna do the webtoon bingo anyways. So here's the bingo. You may have seen it before. You may have not. Most of these are pretty explanatory, but if we see them, I will mention it. So that's okay. You don't have to. You don't have to worry. Now, what will we use to keep track of our bingo today? That is the question. Let me find an appropriate image. And I know every time I say something like that, people are always like, "Oh no." I genuinely mean it, okay? I know it sounds dubious. I know I know people don't typically trust me for many things of the type, but yeah, I don't know what I was going to add to that. I don't really have a defense planned or anything, so yeah. Anyways, I mean it though. Yeah. Yeah. Yuppie. Okay. Now what? Let's go for this guy. This is what we will use to keep track of our bingos. This very cute little guy. His name is El Ferdinand. Yep. Sure. Sure. Okay. Okay. Anyways, yeah, the free is overworked artist. That's like kind of the industry standard, unfortunately. So we can knock that off or free. And whenever we encounter more, then we will get more. I mean, from the cover alone, I'm thinking like we're at least gonna get a couple for sure. So you know what? Maybe we do another coin toss because I don't really care which we start with first. We're gonna go to one. However, if someone knows has read these and has a suggestion of what order to go in, feel free. Feel free. Um. All right. Heads, and then the other one's gonna be tails. Pretty simple. Let's see it. Okay, I guess we're starting with this one. So both of these only have like 4 episodes available on computer, and I'm not gonna do it by phone. So this is what we're rocking with. Let me zoom in. All right. Our contract marriage ends here. If that is not the most generic ass banner I have ever seen in my life. Oh my god. Also, he has no jawbone whatsoever. Anyways, that's fine. We gotta start where everything starts. Synopsis. Marrying your childhood best friend and first love may sound like a dream come true, but not for Renee. After marrying into a Actually, you know what I'm gonna do right now? I'm sorry, this is always how it goes. I always end up getting distracted, but like, we need this, okay? Perfect. Actually, I don't know if I have. I don't think I have audio on. Actually, let me sort that right now because I want you to be able to hear that. It's I need that, okay? Genuinely, it is something that I need. Okay. I can no longer hear myself, which usually is how I avoid myself screaming because if I don't hear myself, I just like, you know, but that's okay. Um, let's see. Will it show up? Will it work? Oh, I wasn't quick. Okay. Hopefully that's not too loud. I'm gonna lower it a little bit just to because while it is funny, I don't want it to like destroy your eardrums. You know what I mean? So, okay, get rid of this bad boy. It's gonna be a little awkward because you're gonna see me every time. I can't like surprise vine boom you. You will see me switch. You will see me switch tabs, but that's okay. Embed this button in your site. Well, might have to do something. Why did it zoom me out again? Hey. All right. Marrying your childhood best friend and first love may sound like a dream come true. Oh, don't. You didn't see nothing. Yeah. I misclicked. I meant to switch tabs. Rude. How many times am I gonna have to restart this? Okay. Marrying your childhood best friend and first love may sound like a dream come true, but not for Renee. Stop zooming me out! Oh my god! After marrying into a contract marriage with Alexander, what a fucking sentence. Wow. After marrying into a contract marriage with Alexander, Renee falls. God damn. Okay. Last try. If I fail, then it is what it is. Marrying your childhood best friend and first love may sound like a dream come true, but not for Renee. After marrying into a contract marriage with Alexander, Renee faces all sorts of trouble, but none can match her own husband's cold shoulder. However, a magical wish might change everything. Can a simple wish save Renee's failing marriage? Oh golly, oh gosh. What a what a premise. I mean, to be fair, most people don't need a story to do this, by the way. Like, straight couple not getting along, that's kind of like, you know? Anyways, yeah, so, I mean, look, just base yourself off of the board. You just look at the board, and it's like, oh, which was kind of hiding a lot of stuff. My bad, guys. I don't know where to put the board. Well, it's not gonna be blocking anything when it's there. That's it's. Didn't I lock you? Okay. Well, anyways, as you may have noticed, there are quite a few things that kind of line up, especially like hair color wise. We've got to start here. We've got to start. In we go. I'm dominant. That summer, when I was 10 years old, the heir to the Chandler Marquez family came to my hometown, Whitehall, with his grandfather. Introduce yourselves, children. Okay. Hello, my name is Renee Hazelin. I'm so tempted to mark off keyboard smash names. You guys don't even understand how tempted I am, okay? What's yours? Alexander Chembler. Oh, okay, no. quickly grew close as peers. Let's play together. Stay away from me. Wow, this is wow. Can you believe it? Every voice acting agency is actually chasing me down to have me as voice acting talent in their roster. The webtoon's pretty small, so I think we can yeah, yeah. Okay. Oh, let's see this. Male love interest, short black hair, sharp eyes. We got him. We got him. Maybe we'll get a bingo this time. We didn't get a bingo last time. Pink, white, or blonde, long-haired protagonist. Now her hair's short, but we saw on the cover it's gonna be long. So if it does end up for some reason not being long, then we can remove it. But I think it's pretty safe to say. Pretty safe to say, you know. And every summer, Alexander would visit, even though Whitehall was miles away from Kaliba, where he lived, and stay until the end of summer break. So we spent several summers together. Okay, well, you know what I've got to say to that? Prologue info dump. I love these so much. Yay. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Whoops. Say hi, Sasha. This is Gabe. My ice cream. It's a bit cold out tonight. Wish. uh, and he became my first love. Okay. Then, on the summer we turned 16, I lost contact with Alexander. Blair Chandler deceased. Okay, I can't with these names. I'm giving us keyboard smash names. I'm doing it. I don't know where it is because we have not gotten that one yet, but yep. These I know fantasy names are hard, and because they aren't real languages, they're kind of just whatever, but I'd rather you name your characters like Bridget and Quentin than literally illegible names. That's Alexander's mother! Yeah. I sent him countless letters to comfort him, but no reply ever came. Then, that winter, I heard a great fire at the Chambler Mansion and the casualties it caused. I immediately headed to Kaliba to see Alexander. That name just every time. I don't know. I just expect like kalimba or whatever, like that instrument. And nope. They always gotta make them see through the bars. You know, actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to start a note. I'm gonna take notes. I'm gonna take notes of things that we see a lot, and that way we can add them. Okay. Okay. Seeing the character through the bars. Is Sasha there? Is he alright? Did he get my letters? Miss, young Master Alexander is doing fine. However, he does not wish to see you at this moment. Ugh. What? And he asked me to give you this reply. Da da da. Get lost and don't come back. I'm sick of you. Tell me if the Vine Boom gets annoying because I will not stop myself. When it comes to the Vine Boom, I fear it's a problem. That's how my first love came to an end. Okay, Miss Girl. Our contract marriage ends here. Episode 1. 8 years later, at Baroness Hazelin's mansion. Children, hurry along and finish your meals or you'll be late for school. Do I have a thing about... you think I know my own card. I don't think I have like a intro card thing. I should. I really should. That's going on the list. That's going on the list. Hey now, don't fight. Finish your breakfast and... But Marie started it! Sorry, I think I had some undisclosed emotions I had to release there. Kind of like a fart, but with my brain. If you... Okay. Yeah. No, yeah. Thanks for that, me. That was insightful. And you gave me the reason for it. Huh? You want to try me? Nah, I'm good. Spring? That's... Oh boy, oh boy. Oh golly, oh gosh. Eee. I'll kill you when I catch you, Rush. Vienna, Maurice, what did I tell you about running around during breakfast? That's just what kids do. I fear you can't stop that. Everyone else as well, please stop staring and start eating. Children, listen to me! Why are we seeing this? But, like, why are we seeing this, though? Whoa, Maurice! Whoa, you're so fast, Maurice! Hey, careful, you'll break a plate. Crash. You leave me no other choice. Starting now, any child who fails to finish eating within 10 minutes and is late to school will be prohibited from having tomorrow's treat, apple pie. Nice. Now that's some good timing right there. No, my apple pie! I'm almost finished. Thank you for the meal. Dash. Dash. I wanna dash. I wanna run it. Okay. Not NMIX time. It's like a battlefield every morning. Yeah, it is. It's been 3 years since the Hazelin family became an orphanage. I inherited the title of head of our family after my grandfather passed away in the war. And I opened my mansion to the war orphans of Whitewall. Oh my god, it's always gotta be like the fucking meaningless, like, graphics of war and like a pile of bodies and like, oh. My uncle, who visited me to help, said, life is a cycle, Renee. Though our situation isn't great right now, we cannot ignore the innocent children who suddenly lost their families. Wow, thank you, Uncle. That was so deep. I couldn't bring myself to neglect them, being well aware what they were going through. Having lost my parents at a young age as well. I think what I'll try to do starting next time is like find a way to like generate what's on the board. That way it's like new stuff every time. Like I can bring in a new board, right? And I don't want it to be me choosing. That way it's like it's more random, I guess. So that's the hope. That way we're in suspense of what we'll get, you know what I mean? I understood how they felt better than anyone else. But the result was miserable. Bills, and more bills. Dozen of sold on credit receipts. Debts piling up. And the reason for this endless cycle of debt was, I'm sorry, Renee. I'm so sorry. Bill Xander offered them to me at a 40% discount, so I couldn't resist. Uncle! I assume that's what viewers sound like when they get to... I was gonna make a joke about my videos, but okay. You know what? Yeah. It's okay. Offering a 40% discount is his oldest trick. We haven't even paid off the desk you bought last time and now a chalkboard. And what, 200 boxes of chalk? These sold on credit receipts add up to way more than our yearly budget for this place. What are we going to do now? I have no excuses for my actions, Renee. I never thought things would go this far. Yeah, they can't be in debt for, like, normal reasons. This is Webtoon. They gotta be in debt because one of them is actually fucking stupid. Like, an actual troglodyte. You would think, being older than her, he would have, like, I don't know, little bit of an idea of how things go. Oh, I guess not. I am so sorry. I know my uncle has a good heart. He's kind and gullible. I'll get the money somehow. Why does your uncle look like younger than you? I'll sell my fountain pen and clothes. He's also completely clueless about how things work in this world, which makes the whole situation even more suffocating. It's only been 2 months since I had to sell off part of the estate. If this keeps happening, we'd become If this keeps happening, we'd become homeless, much less able to run an orphanage. I feel like that sentence is not quite it, but okay. Uncle. Also, yeah, she does have longer hair, so we got the long hair one. Yes! Sort these bills out until I return. I'll forgive you for this one if you do so. Right now? Yes, of course. I'll get to it. NPC response. I mean, that's kind of what he is, but like, man. Don't worry, let me handle it, my beloved niece. Touched. Thud. Square. Stare. I don't know since when, but whenever I feel stressed, I come to watch the ocean. And you're 14 and this is deep. Okay. Since the ocean shore of Whitewall is the only thing that hasn't changed over the years, while everything else has. And when I sit here, blah blah blah, blue blue blue, blah blah blah. They're just words. You're just saying nothing. You're saying nothing. Sound pollution, noise pollution. Okay. My dad would say that whenever we would be yapping to say nothing, he'd be like, "Yeah, you're making noise pollution right now." And honestly, yeah, that's fair. That's honestly what she's doing right now. It's like I've returned back to my childhood, to a time when I didn't worry about anything. What? Talk about a sudden mix. What? Actually, maybe what I should do is pull up the Vine Boom in another tab so you guys don't see me coming in another window. Yeah. You can never catch me now. Okay. Back to work. Why is it built like that? Okay. No, that's okay. What is this? What is this fake deep like wake up, Renee Hazelin. Now is not the time to dwell on memories of your first love. No one has internal dialogue like that. Like, not a single person on this planet speaks to themselves like that. I refuse to believe it. Sorry, I'm eating a gummy. That's probably not gonna help with my attitude. Me already being like, that I'm eating gummies. Well, to be fair, it's a little treat, okay? Because it's Friday, and it's literally like the one type of candy that I can eat. Uncle lore, I can't eat shit. Well, like, literally, but also there's so many foods I cannot eat. And the worst part is, because I used to eat them as a kid, now I can miss them. If I had never had them, you can't miss something you don't know. You know what I mean? Anyways, it's a tangent for another day. I'm just trying to be careful so that you guys don't get a bunch of mouth noises. 'Cause I know for some people that is very gross, but also 3:30 is snack time, and I want my not snack, more like dessert because it's like candy. But to be fair, it's candy with like mostly fruit. We'll be right back, but like really quick. So I'm not gonna force you. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna subject you. That screen. Oh, oh my god, these damn headphones. Oh, and now I'm sitting on them. Lovely. Okay. Yuki. Anyway, there's not a penny left that I can use to keep running the orphanage next month. What a crazy. No one has ever thought like this. Like, right, I can't say. Sorry, I rolled on my tablet cord. There is absolutely no way in hell anyone has this type of thought process. Like, genuinely, there is no way. Water? Taking a sip of water from my bottle of water. What do I do now? Ugh. I'm 14 and this is deep. One second. I'm trying to set up the. There we go. I just want the YouTube chat because there's nothing else to look at there, and anytime someone joins, they leave within like 2 minutes, which is a little discouraging, so I'd rather not see it. Usually I'm not the type to like put my head down in the sand, but when you can't do anything about it, there's no point getting discouraged about it, right? So it's okay. I got my two buddies on Twitch. What do I do now? Step. Oh? Well, I think we can all guess who it's gonna be. I fear we can guess. I fear those of us who were not born yesterday can guess. You know what? Wait, if I've got time, I've got an idea for stream. It's kind of a detour. I don't know if people are going to be interested, but I think it would be fun to try. Anyways, we'll see about that. Step, step. Hello, Renee. I hate when they draw mouths like that so fucking much. You. It's been a while. What would happen if Bro rocked up there and she just like wasn't there? And also, that tie is the skinniest tie I've seen in my goddamn life. His neck is so cylindrical. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna start. This is not what it's about. I've heard about you. No what? No what? Oh? Me when I've heard of someone I used to be friends with. What? Okay. Yeah, buddy. Whatever. The Hazelin family has been struggling financially, right? You know what? I feel like this guy would talk like this. I think it's only fitting. You guys know what time it is. On that note, will you marry me? I don't know what it is about Bro, but he looks like diabolical. I don't trust him one bit. Like 0 bits. Like like no 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 no. You know? Yeah. Yeah, you know. I promise you won't suffer any losses. Like what? She's already gonna lose everything. What? Da, da, da. Alexander Chandler. He's the head of the Marcus Chandler family and founder of Chandler Ltd. I'm sorry, the lack of. I think it's the lack of jaw that gets me. Like the rest of the art, very respectable. I didn't. Yeah, but no, no, no. Also, like Marquez and whatever, I'm putting off brand Europe. I'm letting us have off brand Europe, and also flowers and stuff in the background. Not much glitter yet, but there's flower. Oh, so I think there was a hair stuck on the gummy that I just ate. Mm-mm. Oh god, I forgot I had that toggle on. Let me not get distracted again by that. Alright, we gotta keep an eye out for. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna do proportions out of whack. That chin is crazy. We could maybe get a bingo, right? We've got two that are two away from bingo. You know, there's a chance, and we've still got 3 episodes to go. Sorry, yeah. And the most renowned man in all of Kaliba, which of course he can't just be like renowned. He has to meet the most renowned. Okay. Well, I mean, look, we know how it goes. We know how it goes, fellas. Like this, I genuinely, it's. I don't know how these authors are not like purposefully making all of these like as generic as like as a like. I don't know how you're doing this when it's not a parody. Also, I'm gonna eat a gummy. Yeah, of course. Not only did he wasn't always in that position though. Yeah, of course. No. Yeah. Uh-huh. That's okay. Having inherited the family title, the title of head of his family at 17. Inherit at way too young age is one. Especially for the male leads. Oh my god. He spent 3 whole years on the battlefield. Okay. Went to war. Went to war, but suffered no consequences out of it. Not even an injury. Sorry, I think I booped my mic. Nothing. Also, here's a little secret. If you're watching here, you don't tell anyone else, but you're my favorite. No, I'm just kidding. Unless I'm only kidding if someone else watches this after the stream is over. During the length of the stream, then it's true. But it's if anyone who wasn't watching the stream live watches it after, then it's false. But it's true, okay? We're all on the same page. It's true. I'm just trying to cover my ass. Okay. After I have done like Let's Play and a couple of other things, mostly Let's Play because it's gonna be like a bigger project because there's a lot more episodes that I'm gonna go through. I think I might tackle one of the beasts of Webtoon. Boyfriends. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know how that's gonna go. I don't want to make promises, but I will probably look into it. Now, I did read it one time with a friend, but we could not finish the whole thing. One, because all I could think about in my head was the animations, which, oh boy, there's something. And then when we were reading it in like doing like the cringe uwu like voices. So yeah, no, it was very hard to get through, and indeed we did not get through it. But oh god, they better not reject this guy from art school, or shit will go down. Whatever you do to this man, whoever this man is, Ugh. Anyways. During that time, he heard of an island with sparkling stones. Sparkling stone. I don't know what kind of mood I'm in. As soon as the war ended, Alexander sought out the island and discovered heaps of diamonds there. Of course, no, of course. Yep, because of course. Because of course. Making him a world-renowned billionaire. You think no one would know? Like, not a single person looked at that and went, And also, how did he afford to buy an entire island? And who owned it before? Who did he buy it from that owned it and didn't know it was covered in sparkling gems or, like, diamonds? Like, I feel like you would know that. Okay, you're banned. I literally blocked words about bot selling. What are you doing here? And also, why was that not blocked? Anyways. After accumulating an astonishing amount of wealth, he dove into the motor business. Of course, no. Usually it's like the female lead who's like, not like other girls. Now he's like the ultimate, like he's the John Doe. Man. And successfully developed the world's best automobile. Of course it's the best. He can't just be like pretty good, right? He can't be like, like pretty solid. No, he has to be the best. He has to be the most renowned. The richest. Also, there's no such thing as an ethical billionaire, so he's immediately blacklisted for me. Becoming the queen's favorite. It just keeps going. Is this satire? Like I'm actually, I have to ask. Is this satire? It's drama. It's not comedy. Because I genuinely would have fallen for it. Like, this is... Like, you're doing too much. You're doing way, way too much. So just imagine the bewilderment I felt when a man like him appeared out of nowhere and proposed marriage. I suppose you could say something about me too, since I accepted his proposal. Will you marry me? But it's been 2 years since the start of our contract marriage. Which was meant to shut down the Queen's blatant attempts to arrange a real marriage for him. And as if to prove that our marriage is nothing more than a mere contract, we don't get along very well. Can I get into a rant that has nothing to do with the comic? Unless someone types no right now in the chat, I will. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Okay, you're going in the corner. I'm just kidding. Marriages, right? First of all, if you're going to build a fantasy world, why are you basically just doing the real world again? That's a first complaint. Basically, everything is the same, except there's, like, more aristocracy. Like, why would why? Well, I know why. Classism in Korea, they love that shit. Well, not everyone, but second of all, marriages. Not every groom, but so many grooms are so fucking boring. They'll just have a suit, it's plain as fuck, but it's expensive, so they're like, yes, very nice wedding. At least go for a color, like a fun tie, buy, or like accessories. Like, can we, like, you know, would be cool, like, as much detail, like lace, and as much detail and like pretty stuff as the dresses, but like suit version, and that would be so based, especially in fantasy. It's like, this is literally fantasy. This is not real life. You can do what you want, and you literally just did the normal. You did the basic. Anyways, there's something about Bro's build. It's just, I don't know. Anyways, I can even count the number of times I've seen him with all those long business trips he's been making. And I'm in an affair, and I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I wonder why you came to me at that moment. Creak, but then again, none of it matters anymore, since this tiresome marriage between us will finally be over soon. Madam, it's me, Renee.
Oh, Renee, how nice to see you. Come and sit, dear.
Alexander's grandmother, Josie Chambler. How are your legs? I heard you had an accident in the library yesterday.
There's no need to worry, dear. I'll be fine after a few days of rest.
I've never really tried to make a granny voice before, so you'll have to excuse me, but...
By the way, Renee, why do you have dust smeared on your face?
You know, when a little grandma calls you by your name, it's almost like it's almost like an insult, right? It's like an insult if she doesn't call you like sweetie or dear. Like, what? Am I in your bad graces? Please, no. You know what I mean? Rub, rub.
Did you stumble or something?
No, it's not that. I was just looking for this second stroke of the day mid-sentence. Very nice. No, it's not that. I was just looking for this in the library. This is what you were looking for yesterday, right? Your family photo.
Yes, it is. I've been searching everywhere for this. I'm so glad you found it. Thank you, Renee. Thank you so much.
What was your husband like?
Gunther? Gunther was a great Marine and a smart man with a kind heart. He was especially fond of Alexander. Come to think of it, the boy has always been the spitting image of his grandfather, ever since childhood. Even now, when I see him, I'm reminded of Gunther in his younger days. If he were still alive, he would have been so proud of Alexander.
When Alexander and I were 12. Info dump galore. Okay. Alexander, who had been especially close to his grandfather, suffered for quite some time after the tragedy. Renee.
You have no idea how relieved I am that you are there for him. I'm always so grateful to you. That being said, I want to give you this.
A necklace.
A special necklace. One that has been passed down through my family for generations.
Because of course! No, yep. Yeah, no. Yippee! Yay!
It has the magical ability to grant its owner one wish per lifetime. I, too, made a wish upon the necklace, which it granted. I believe it is time to give it to you now.
Ma'am, Alexander and I are separating.
You mean a divorce? Did something happen? Don't tell me Alexander did something wrong to you, that boy.
No, it's nothing like that. Okay. We have our differences. And I don't think married life suits me, nor does life in Kaliba. I'm planning to return to my hometown after the divorce. I thought she was getting married to him so she could continue running the orphanage. What happened to that? Did she just she was like, man, fuck these kids. So naturally, I can't accept such a precious heirloom.
Is that so? But knowing that only makes me want to give it to you even more.
Yeah. These hands are crazy. This specific drawing is... Wow. Oh my god, Fartman is in the chat. Oh my god, it's the goat themselves. What the hell is up, stinker? It is a moment in history. For real. Fartman, I'm your biggest fan. Can I take a picture with you, please? I promise I won't share it on social media. These hands. Fart. No way you just wrote asterisk farts in chat. Okay. You know, I'm not saying you can't fart, but like, everyone knows the distinguished way to fart is crop dust everyone, and then they never know who did it. You know, you wait until you're really crowded, you like let a quiet one slip. No one knows who it is. That's the way to go.
After all, the world isn't an easy place to live in. Having something like this would make you feel safe, wouldn't it?
No, all the ladies are getting in line. No, they all left my stream to go. No. I've been robbed. Shakes fist in the air like an old man. Curse you, curse you.
I'm so eager to see what wish you'll make upon this necklace.
Yes, because everyone takes a bath with a towel on. Just like, don't draw her in the bath then. Like, I feel like it's not that hard. A wish, huh? What should I wish for? What's with the font difference? Good health? My family's growth? Prosperity in my ventures? Or maybe. Here for you? What's this? A necklace. Isn't his name Alexander, or am I tripping? Yeah, his name is literally Alexander. What? Okay. See, they'll explain literally everything except the shit that we have questions about. These comics, man. These comics. Oh boy. And a sip in my bottle of water. If you have a bottle of water near you, you should take a sip of water from your bottle of water, because it's going to be drinking water, innit? Yep. Oh my god, it's my favorite character, generic Manwa ML67. I know, right? He is my favorite too, though I'm pretty partial to 84. But 67 is pretty solid too. I personally like when they say even less and they just ignore you. It's great. Like, the communication is always fantastic when that happens. And it's just, you know, it really touches my heart to have emotional and genuine moments like that. That being said, sorry, I think I got possessed was there. What the fuck? Oh. Anyways, back to normie mode. Sorry, every time I open the wrong tab and I'm on the button, I have to click it. It's a giant red button that makes a vine move. I feel like I cannot be blamed for that. You wanted a necklace, right? There aren't any decent jewelers here, so I had to make one myself for now. Are these sentences written weird, or am I just illiterate? I don't know, food for thought. But I'll get you a better one in the future. Eye contact. Oh my god. Dear necklace, please make Sasha happy. I must be mad. Now is not the time to worry about the most successful man in the world. Yeah, exactly. Dip. Like, yeah. You spin facts. Go with it. Don't be like, oh, this is a crazy idea I've had that I could never do. Do it. It's not crazy. I think the sentences are weird. They're weirdos. They don't fit in, and they don't want to fit in. Yeah, they're not like other girls. I think you've got a good point there. Some people are like other girls, but not them. That's for sure. Dear necklace, I take it back, all right. My real wish is to be rich. Not happy, not successful. Yeah, no. She's locked out. I fear she's been locked out of her own brain, possibly even. You know, it's rich like Alexander Chandler. While you're at it, why would you want to be rich like him? There is that means you become a supervillain. There is no way to be ethically that rich. As soon as you've got that amount of money in your possession, you're cooked. Rain, sunny, lucky, meow, 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 meow. Wow. See, in that position, I would also pet them. I just know that when you lift up your hand, you're gonna have like a glove's worth. Your entire surface area on your hand is going to be covered with cat hair. I would still do it every time. I'm just saying. Just wants to be rich, kind of base. I mean, to be fair, it depends what she does with the money, because with that amount of money, she could possibly end world hunger and have world peace. You know, it's like Mr. Beast. No, my bad. It's like Elon Musk. You know, he was like, oh, I'm going to if someone just gave me a plan, I would solve world hunger. And then what is it? I don't want to. An organization like the UN or something scrambled to make up a plan for him to be able to solve world hunger, which would have cost less than Twitter, by the way. And he was just like, nah, I'll pass. I'll pass. You know? You know? But if she was a billionaire, she could solve world hunger and then have a little, leftover money to, get every color Bugatti and smoke cigars. You know what I'm saying? Maybe do a little bit of human trafficking on the side for funsies. Yeah. I mean, a comic is immediately better in my eyes as soon as they include animals, but I can't let myself be too distracted. I have to be unbiased because I'm never biased. She could buy two. That's true. You make a compelling argument. Who needs world peace when you've got cars? When cars go fast. What kind of treats do you want today? Fish or maybe chicken? Hello, darling. Pause. Turn. Days until the end of contract. D48. Bro wants to be cool so bad. He wants to be cool so bad. that is literally the pose that I walk in when I want to try to seem cool and I'm walking on campus. Like that is quite literally what I do, and I'll like stick a tongue out because I'm feeling like inspired by those like Aeropostale style photo shoots from like 2014 and shit. Yeah. Like all this seems like the good premise for a downfall story, like a real monkey's paw type thing. Yeah, a lot of these have potential and they have like really good premises, so it's really annoying to see them end up like that because there could be it could be so good. You had everything. You had everything. Like this could be good if it was like well, one if there wasn't so much info dump. Yeah, the necklace was interesting, but now we're back to the marriage, and you know, or they're probably gonna try to solve it too. It's like, yeah, you could just have like a marriage that ends. You could just move on. The first guy we see in the comic does not have to be the love interest forever. Yeah, contract marriage is like the necklace could be interesting. Like, there's so much you could do. Like, you could have like, here are the consequences of making a wish like that. You know, like because surely if things were suddenly like different like that, like you would. Yeah, yeah, we gotta have like actually we gotta have Light Yagami here. One of these romance stories gotta make Light Yagami the main character, and is evil. I mean, to be fair, there is a story that's kind of like that. Your Throne is kind of like that. Medea's kind of low key evil, to be honest, and I'm here for it. Yeah, you know what? She should divorce him and marry the necklace instead, and adopt all the cats that are as her kids. It's been a while. Yeah, of course he's holding fucking whatever liquor. It's always liquor. They can never just drink wine. No, it's gotta be beer's not sophisticated enough. Wine's too girly. It's always gotta be fucking like scotch or whiskey or something. Hello, darling. It's been a while. Our contract marriage ends here. Also, these names are so fucking lame. Like, I can't lie. Like, of all the things you could have named it, like, this is worse than the names I came up for, like, stories I wrote on episode in 8th grade. And I'm not even joking about that. Like, I am being very serious. Like, fully serious right now. Why are you here? I'm at my own house. Oh no. Why the hell is gonna make him smug? It's always that's the thing. It's this combination of like overdone shit all the time. Like if it was like a story that looked like it was gonna be like that, but it was like a necklace, or if it was like a story where it's like the husband is distant and stuff, but like he's not just smug about it and like who gives a shit. He's like actually like maybe he feels bad or he has like any emotion besides blank and smug. There's so many ways this could have been interesting, and every failsafe is like not doing its job right now. But you always head straight to the company headquarters after your business trips. Does he sleep there or something? I didn't feel like it today. Anyway, Renee, why is there a scratch on your collarbone?
Oh my god, bro.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass on, boy. Bye. You get your goddamn ugly ass.
Also, it feels like it isn't confident about itself. Like instead of letting the characters have chemistry and an interesting dynamic, it just throws the romance at you. You know. That's why I feel like what they call like slow burn shouldn't necessarily be called that. Personally, that's kind of like because if it isn't slow burn, a lot of times it's just kind of like, instead of letting letting stuff develop and letting your readers make guesses, you're just like spoon feeding them. You're like, here guys, they're gonna date. Here guys, they're in love. Open wide. Here comes the airplane. Like you're trying too hard. You need to like be a little bit more subtle about it. Yeah. Ladies, if your man doesn't say, why is there a scratch on your collarbone while tapping it and stares into your eyes in a threatening manner, is he really your man? I say no. I say no. Get a man who treats you right. Pokes your collarbone and says, why is there a scratch on it? And he puts his grubby little, dirty little germy fingers all over the scratch. And then you die of cholera and rat lungworm disease. I don't fucking know. A cat scratched me by accident. Wish. Did you apply any medicine on it? Also, his suit jacket is so long. Or his pockets are very high up. Whichever. I'm not sure which one is which one it is, but there's no need. It isn't a big deal. You have to. I'm gonna try to keep the voices, but I might start being too distracted and laugh. Your skin is delicate, that even the slightest redness shows up clearly. No, of course. Yeah. Like, come on. Be for real. Be so for real. What's all this about? Usually he would. Renee Chandler. Our marriage may be a contract, but as long as you carry the Chandler family name, I expect you not to damage its reputation. Why'd they try to make him look like a mafia lord? They made him a bad boy. Oh. Would a simple scratch really devalue the Chandler family name? Great, he treats her like an object. And ladies, if your man don't treat you like an object, is he really your man? A good point raised. A good point to be considered, raised by Fartman the goat. Sharing the Yep. Yes, sir. Okay. When people see our simple scratch, won't they think we're hooligans who don't know how to take care of a lady's wounds? What? Why be so stubborn and suffer when you should be eager to get medical care and recover quickly? If I'm not causing you any losses in this deal, then neither should you. And the lack of jawbone strikes again. What's this all about? Usually he would... What? You mean he wouldn't? I shouldn't be surprised. A lot of these got typos. Say inconsiderate stuff like this. Are you drunk? Not at all. Then why are you being so weird? Weird? How? Alexander Chandler, stop pretending to be someone you're not. You're making me uncomfortable, and I don't understand why you're doing this. Okay. I will say, if you mention it, we know it's not usual. You don't have to say it directly, okay? Just putting that out there, okay? How do I usually act in your eyes, then? Well, you act like a jerk, always pissing people off. Also, for someone who's not rich, you're telling me you got one suit? a singular suit. Ah, yes. Ah, yeah, no, a singular suit. Okay. Smirk. Renee. Grab. Whoosh. Let me just stop. Let me just stop holding my eyes wide open with my fingers right now. Because what am I seeing? No, but like, what am I seeing here? Okay. What are you doing? You said I'm a jerk, right? Well, I'm living up to your expectations. Wiggle, wiggle. What? Don't joke around. Let me down this instant. Renee, if you keep struggling like this, your gown's going to loosen and start showing skin.
Ah!
The only thing that's going to be on my will is going to be, you know, like how sometimes when you want money, like, you know, you like inherit money, there's certain clauses you have to fulfill before you can get the money. I'm going to have that, and it's going to be my entire fortune of $1 Canadian. And to get it, whoever I bequeath it upon will have to read will have to continue my legacy of reading bad comics, because I fear I'm going to die. I fear I might jump out of a window. Well, not that I'd complain, but pull. Coming so acid took away my net. Yeah. Damn. Yeah. That's going on. I don't know why he suddenly picks her up, and also who picks up a fully grown woman like that? Like, no matter how strong you are, that's not. Ah! What are you looking so smug for? I'm about to start this thing where I like draw myself into comics so I can beat the shit out of these people. I might just like self-insert myself into this comic, learn how to draw in this art style, just so I can make myself beat the shit out of this man. Give it a rest and let me down. I'm warning you, never pull something like this ever again. Why? It's childish, and it's not funny. Is that so? I'll consider it. What the fuck? What the fuck? Ain't no fucking way, man. Ain't no way, man. I don't even know where to start. First of all, you know how much strength it would take to raise an adult over your head? Second of all, why? Why would you do that? What possessed him to do that? Like, picking her up without consent, and then this guy's a freak. This guy's a freak, and you're out here wishing for his happiness. Girl, run. Run. Don't just wish that you're as rich as him. Wish that you have his entire fortune. It's suddenly passed to you. And he has nothing. He's left with the crumbs. In fact, he's also accused of every crime possible at once. What are you doing? Why would you put me up here? Do you want to come down? Here.
God, bro.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass on, boy. You get your goddamn ugly ass.
Okay, that's a little bit too long, but I really hate how weirdly childlike she looks, at least to me in this scene. Like, I don't know if it was intentional, but it's kind of weird. A lot of these do it on purpose. A lot of these comics do it on purpose. Also, Rose literally where's my hug at-ing right now. Like, who is writing this? And for who? I genuinely don't understand how anyone could like this. Like, I understand if it's just generic, kind of boring. But this is like, this is like beyond just kind of bad. So what is this whole ass, like, I'm your husband who's been ignoring you for like 2 years, and I'm suddenly going to harass you and act like I am your shitty father, for lack of a better description. Get me someone else. I don't want your help. Valid answer. So you'd rather have someone else catch you than your husband? Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Anyone would be better than you. If you're not going to get someone else, get me a chair or something. Like, why did they make her so small? I feel like she would be a lot closer to the ground. Like, her legs would be kind of like, you know? He kind of reminds me of a... Right? Where's my hug at? Get away. No, actually. If I saw someone do that, I fear I would lose all restraint on my hands. And they would go twirling. He kind of reminds me of a frat bro for some reason. I think it might just be like the entitlement. But yeah, I can kind of see what you mean. What do I get out of it? What did I say, fellas? There is no ethical billionaire. Oh my god! She's so small and petite, he's built like the average Walmart. Oh my god. Hey, he's even got the color scheme. He's even got the color scheme. I fear you cooked with that one. Well, what do you want? This shit got me. I missed you, honey. My... No, you didn't. 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 No. No. Not simply you did. Also, they always do this. Every fucking webtoon girly has the same body type. It's always they're super skinny, but for some reason they have ginormous titties. You know what titties are, right? Fat. If you don't have fat anywhere else, why would you only have fat in your titties? It would make sense, but they all have it like that, and there's a reason. It's, you know, it's not, you know, and they always do that with, like, the tiniest waist. It's like, combined, this is not, I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's not the majority build. Can we stop doing that? Like, infantilizing them at the same time, sexualizing them, and giving them, like, giant bahonga guys, you know? Like, say it. Did you hurt your head while you were away? Valid response. I'm just being the jerk you called me, pissing people off. Oh, why? You don't like this side of me either? Who would? Drop it. Why would you say that if it were... Drop it. Would you say that if it were you? At least other cheesy romances make it creative. Honey, just say you don't have a creative bone in your body, Mr. Super Senior. Yeah, no, it's asking someone else to say what you can't say yourself is. I'm doing the little, I'm spinning my finger around my ear type of. Someone's got a. Someone's missing a someone's missing a little bit of gray matter, I fear, because, like, he's living in another realm. I missed you a lot. Okay, I'm going to struggle actually so hard to read these horrible fuck-ass lines in somewhat kind of character. I might burst into laughter, but I'm gonna give it my best attempt for my fellas, okay? Honey, I missed you a lot. Renee, my... Stop! You know what? Ms. Girl's kinda... She's kinda on to... She's kinda... She's definitely the more rational of the two. That's enough! Stop talking! No, they drew like the Tumblr fingers. Wait. Tumblr finger. I can show you exactly what I mean. You know how I'm gonna do that? Oh, you know how I'm gonna do that? Oh, yo. You know how I'm gonna do that? Prepare yourselves. Oh, this is gonna be great. Oh, you know what time it is. I'm gonna be in my pirate software era. Okay, guys, when I worked at Blizzard 10 years ago, this is actually how they drew fingers. Right, we got like the, okay. No. Okay. Oh. Yeah. Right, we got the thumb, right? We got the index, we got the middle finger. And then the classic trick where you just like draw them like this, you know? Back in the old Tumblr days. You know what I mean? They gave her those fingers. I don't know why it's always these two fingers that are connected for this one, but yeah, anyways, this is what they used to tell me at Blizzard. Yep, it was these fingers and I guess I'm just feeling inspired by MS Paint. Anyways, bottom of the line, this is what we're getting out of this. So wait. That reminds me. Speaking of MS Paint, maybe some people didn't see. I've created a new screen for when the stream is about to start and when I have to go. So, this is when the stream's about to start. Made in MS Paint. I guess maybe that's why. I don't know. MS Paint inspiration has just been hitting me today, I suppose. And then my personal favorite, which I've not had to use yet, but might come up later. Feast your eyes, bud. Yep. Anyways, I fear I have a problem. back to it. Anyways, it's just silly that they would draw fingers like that. Goodness, I know. Oh my god. But yeah, no, if I do need to pee or dookie, you know what's gonna be on screen, is basically what I'm saying. During the last 2 years of our marriage, we kept strictly to ourselves. We pretended to be loving partners in formal settings. You tell me they don't have the concept of of arranged marriages doesn't exist? I find that hard to believe. But outside of that, we tried to stay out of each other's way. And when our paths did cross, it only led to fights. Almost as if we despised each other. Ugh. I'm 14 and this is deep. He's returned home after 3 months to get a divorce. So why is he suddenly looking at me like that? He must have eaten something bad. He must be sick, or maybe he's plotting something. Whatever his intentions are, I won't let him push me around anymore. Grip. If I jump from here, the worst that could happen would be just some bruises on my knees, right? Crash. How tall is that wardrobe? Ow. Are you alright, Renee? I'm confused. Are you alright, Renee? Yes, Oh. Why is every single guy in these comics just a fucking rebrand of this god-forsaken man from Mystic Messenger? This is all I can see, and it's as bad as you would figure. None of it is good. None of it is good, and I don't like any of it. So I would rather if we ceased. Thank you very much. Okay, this is the one. Like why? No, but like why? Like why are you all the same guy, different like same text, different font, or whatever the expression is? Are you alright, Renee? Yes, I'm. Oh. Spring. Why he looked like that? Gasp! Alexander, this is all just a mistake. No, an accident. Yes, it's an accident. Our lips didn't touch, right? They almost did, but that's all. What I mean is, it's nothing to. I wish there was a female character with this kind of design. Like, at least switch it up. Real. Yeah, no, women dressed like with this vibe never gets old. Men with that vibe. Ugh. Because I feel like at least like it's so different. Like when it's guys, like it's just like, oh, that's normal, that's expected. When women do it, it's like acknowledge that either they are like, either they're not like this, they have like the physical vibe, but their personality is a lot better, or it's acknowledged that maybe they're a little dubious, you know. But in these comics, they're just like, no. When men do it, no, it's women drool emoji. Man, do I know some people who would agree with that one. Everyone I know, basically. Renee, anyway, I'm sorry. Sumimasen. That one's for you, Fart Man. See you later then. Don't remember what that means in Japanese, by the way. Which I almost certainly mispronounced, but that's okay. Shut. ... Grin. Our contract marriage ends here. Now when men do it, it's boring. When women do it, zooey mama, are you single, fine babe? Why can't I type? I can't type either, so don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. Sometimes I literally cannot, the word is unrecognizable after I type. And I look at that and I choose to press send anyways. Your ride, sir. Clack. They always got that fucking middle fringe. The smirk of a man who's going to catch a charge in the future. Yeah. Well, no, actually he's rich. So he's just above the law. He's a billionaire. He can just like get out of whatever, but is everything alright, sir? Yes. Let's go. Like, it's not that deep. It's not that deep, dog. It's not that deep. Ugh, stop thinking about it. Yeah, please do.
My lady, I heard that you hurt yourself. Are you all right?
Renee's handmaid, Rosa.
Let me apply some medicine for you, please. Come sit here.
How do you even get a scratch there?
Did Alexander leave for the company headquarters? Yes, he said he might not return for a few days. He seems to be busy with preparations for the motor show.
Of course. Oh my god, more info dump. And more info dump. The little bit of event we got was horrible. And I wish it didn't happen. And now this. After the huge success of Chambler LDTs, the Generous, especially with it being selected as the Royal Automobile, Alexander announced plans to manufacture the Generous W, a budget model of the Generous. Okay, we get it. He's hot. You know what else is hot? Fire. Literally. You know what else is hot? Hell. And I fear that does not make it desirable, so, you know. Holy crap, she is gonna get a Bugatti. That would be, I mean, look, least he could do. Psychological reparations, in my opinion. The announcement drew an astonishing amount of funding and pre-orders from all around the world, leading to the very first motor show ever held in celebration of its success. Yeah, because he owns the most famous car company in the world, and he is the most renowned businessman in the world, the most, because of course, he couldn't just be like a businessman, he has to be the most, you know, like that's... With Alexander busy preparing for the event, I haven't seen much of him for the past 6 months or so. It's a bad time for the contract to come to an end. It's hard to even meet him to discuss the terms.
All done, my lady. Just be careful not to let it get infected. Our lord is worried about you after all.
He is?
Yes, he told me multiple times to properly treat that wound. I know it may be redundant to say it every time, but our lord seems to care deeply for you. Seems to care for you very deeply.
A round of applause for the greatest actor ever, I guess. You know what? She's kind of real. I don't like some of the things they've chosen about her, but her personality, she's a real one. Not gonna lie. The fact that I won't have to put up with his shameless performance once we split is such a relief. Yes, a relief indeed. Bang! Another benefit from the divorce.
I heard my brother came by just now.
Not gonna lie, why do these stories feel more like a male power fantasy than a female power fantasy? Like, the dude has abs, he's rich, and he's gonna get to marry this isolated girl, and he's also feared, like, hello. She's fun, though. She deserves a better story. Yeah, she deserves a better story and a better man. And a better uncle too, because he like bankrupted her because he was a dumbass and he was like, oh, how about I buy 200 boxes of chalk? Yeah, I mean, it's a real wish. Like it's relatable, you know? Many people have very likely wished that, just not, with a magic necklace, but of course there's the evil sister because of course, like what more do you want? What more do you want? He's the most rich. He has an evil sister. Blah 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 blah. Blah blah blah. Counting on my fingers forever. Is it true? Oh my god! God damn! What is that build? Never mind, she's built insane. Also, yeah, this plot is like makes no sense. So I'm putting cardboard plot on our bingo, by the way. New love interest in other previous life. You know what? I'm gonna count that. Goody Two Shoes enemy. No, okay, not villainess. Secluded Duke. He's not secluded, but he is like a loner. But I'm not gonna give it. Yeah, no, she has got literally no organs. Like this is crazy. I feel like I should add one in the future to the bingo. No organs type of build. It's that or they got shoulders the size of like 4 apartment buildings. Usually for the men. Alright. Have to keep you on your toes. I hate if this is gonna be a whole women fighting over women for the most fugly man ever. Yeah, and if that is the case, well, that is indeed on the bingo. Women fighting over mid-man. Happens too many times. You think we were reading City of Bones from Cassandra Clare in 2010 or something. Is that soon I won't have to see that wretched Nina Chandler ever again. Why are you answering me? I asked if Alexander was here. Don't you think an apology for barging in without permission should come first? Also, why does she look absolutely nothing like him? Yeah, no, that's not even a... That's not an even... No, that's like beyond Hourglass. That's like a Nightmare Before Christmas build. You know what I mean? Like 4 ribs removed.
What for? You weren't asleep anyway. Are you trying to humiliate me over something so trivial? Seeing how rude you are to your husband's family, I suppose it goes to show how lacking your manners are, probably because of your suburban origin.
Suburban? Was she not? Do they know what suburban means? Yeah, Jack Skellington. Happy Halloweeny, my shorts looking teeny, my big fat pumpkin pie going triple-leany. A man wanna... I knew we'd get along because she loved make a weenie, eh? Anyways, sorry, I had to pull out the Halloween Danny Gonzalez. Yeah.
Honestly, I don't understand why Alexander would take someone like you in.
I'm sorry, but it was Alexander who proposed to me, not the other way around.
And to talk about my origins, that's pretty rich coming from you, Nina.
She gonna be like his half-sister or something?
Excuse me?
Okay, yeah, she's his half-sister. Yeah, she's a sister, but half the time... Dandy Gorzalan! Oh my god! My favorite YouTuber! Yeah, a lot of these times, it's like sisters fighting over their brothers with the love interest, and it's really weird. They got like they're like Oi Moms, but like sister version. You know what I mean? Like, it's so weird. After Marchioness Chandler, Alexander's mother, passed away. We could assume. We didn't need to know that. Marcus Chandler remarried just 3 months later to a commoner seamstress named Maggie, who brought her daughter. Okay, so they're not actually even related by blood. Oh no. Don't make her track. Don't. I'm not even gonna entertain that thought. That fateful winter when we were 16, Nina suffered permanent lung damage and a large scar on her back due to the fire at the Chandler mansion. It was determined later that the fire was caused by Alexander's mistake. Yeah. Yeah. Alexander promised to provide financial support to both Maggie and Nina as compensation, even after his father's death. He got his own name on the crest, but it's not even spelt right. They flipped the E and the R at the end. Despite Maggie leaving the mansion, Nina continued to stay, unashamedly displaying her unhealthy obsession with Alexander and her hostility toward me. Okay. That's still your step sibling, dog. Like, what? Okay, no. It does seem like they might be quote unquote fighting over him. Perhaps she was irritated by the fact that her brother, who should be responsible for her, now has a family of his own. I tried my best to understand her behavior and put up with her antics. But after nearly 2 years of keeping my calm, I'm sick of it. That's right, Nina. Your brother came here for a visit, then headed straight for the company. So why don't you take your childish tantrums to the Chandler Company headquarters and leave me be? Though I doubt Alexander would appreciate that. That's a lot coming from someone whose only purpose is to keep the bed warm. Bro, they don't even. Who cares, dog? Of course, she lets herself get stepped over by this step. Like, oh my god. Claims to have developed a cat allergy. After all this time, yeah, I don't know about that. God, it's gonna be her like hiring someone to blah 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 blue 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 blah 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 blah. Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? Who asked? Who cares? Not me. Oh, oh, whatever will I do without knowing what happens next? Okay. Also, yeah, they were fighting over a mid-man, so that one's going. All right. Here's what we got on the board. No bingo on Fort. Yeah, the fashion is kind of based. Fashion kind of based. Yeah. All right. No bingo, unfortunately. Darn. Darn. That's okay. Boom. Yep. Time to start anew. Actually, we can take a little break. Take a little sip of water first, and then I could show you something funny. A little secret. Show you a little secret of sorts. Just gotta wait for Clip Studio Paint to open. I showed a little bit of it last stream. I don't remember if that was before I did more work on it. My piercing just fell out of my ear. God damn it, can I put it back in? Do you need any more recommendations for Webtoons, I mean? I had one, but I'm not that attached to it, to be honest. So we could read something else if you have like a good webtoon in mind. And by good, I mean like it could be really bad or it could be like good. Ow. Okay, well, I'm gonna go get this piercing back in real quick. Tizen. Alright. I've returned and I have yep. Let me yeah. Let me open it up. These are the OCs for the for OC designs for the Yaoi parody. And they look relatively normal. But then you zoom out and you see the hand. Ooh, okay, I gotta be careful before I choke on my spit. Yeah, I'm not done like rendering the thing, but these are the designs. And oh my god, I was cackling the entire time. But yeah, that's the. For anyone who does not know, I want to make a comic that is like a parody of 90s yaoi. And that's why the facial proportions a little silly, but they're not like the crazy. And then you get to the hands. But then you get to the hands. Anyway, so that's that. We are back. All right. Anyways, yeah, about the recommendations, I had another one that we can read, but if you have Bro Might Be Goofy. Liberty Beast! See, the rule of thumb is that you gotta be able to pick up someone like a baseball with your palm, you know? You gotta be able to like pick up their entire head with your palm. And yeah, it's so unserious. It's gonna be all of it is gonna be such a joke the entire time, but that's the point. It's gonna be like a comedy story. But anyways, yeah, so this is the first story. I had this second story, which as you see is probably going to be something as well. But if you have recommendations, we can look at that too. However, if it's like super long, won't be able to look at the whole thing, but yeah. And then that was this one. Our contract marriage ends here. So yeah, we got this. And if anyone has a preference otherwise, speak up now. Also, if someone would like to play bingo along with the gang, oops, that's not what I meant to do. Someone wants to play along. This is the card in bigger. There's also an action one, so we could also do like bingo for an action comic. So there are options. Yeah. Okay. Time to shrink. I will temporarily hide it though as we're reading the synopsis because it's gonna be hidden. What a sip of water from me water bottle fast. The Duke is a thug. Oh, I think I started to read Trash Belongs in the Trash Can. And then I got bored and I left. I think I got like 5 episodes and I was like, no, I'm good. But the other Duke is a Thug I have not heard of. We can take a little look see. Oh wow, that looks like something. Okay, how about we look at the descriptions of both and then we choose? A little peeksy. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. Oh my god. The symmetry tool fears him. Despite devoting her body and soul to Emperor Laxus. Nah, this is really what they named this MF. This is really the name you've chosen. Okay. Why does he keep zooming me out every time? Okay. Despite devoting her body and soul to Emperor Laxus and helping him rise to power as an illegitimate son, Empress Lanisha loses her family and is cast out of the palace due to the Emperor's paranoid suspicion that she might betray him. Now, Lanisha has only one goal, to bring him down. To do so, she chooses a new husband and ally in Cassius, a war hero brimming with fiery vitality, and so begins their tale of revenge and perhaps love. Symmetry Duel takes another soul. Yeah, I mean, also her, but it's less bad because there's more detail. Emperor Yummy because chocolate. Yeah, but when the chocolate is X-Lax, it tastes good at first, but then you spend 5 hours on the toilet because laxatives because it's laxative chocolate. Okay, so that's the first one, and then we got this one. We got a whole 200 paragraphs of text here. Carjacked and hit by a truck. Ain't no way. They brought Truck Coon back. Oh my god. My beloved. Carjacked and hit by a truck, Park Min-so wakes up as Madeline Roseheart, a frail baron's daughter destined to marry the terrified Duke of the North. It's always the Duke of the North. Oh my god. This one looks like a doozy, actually. I might have to dedicate its own little timesies just for that, because yeah, I fear Truck Coon does. I think this might have to be its own thing because I don't have like super super long. It is not quite dinner time for me, but it's getting there. So depending on how long the episodes are, I don't know if I'd have time. And this looks like a doozy. It looks like a stinker, all right. So like, I want to give the stench the love and attention it deserves. You know what I mean? I don't want to understate its dookiness. Carjacked and hit by a truck. Park Minso wakes up as Madeline Rosehart, you know? Okay? A frail baron's daughter destined to marry the terrifying Duke of the North, Torsten Icewood. In no way. But Minso has no interest in romance. She's a businesswoman who wants nothing more than to annul the engagement and start fresh. The twist? The Duke is none other than the carjacker who was also reincarnated here, and claims they've both been thrown into a romance novel he once read, in which their characters are destined to die. The harder Madeline tries to break free from her fate, the more entangled she becomes with her thuggish fiancé. And between murderous parties, poison tea, and hidden truths, one question remains. Will they outsmart their tragic fate, their tragic ending, or fall for each other in the process? You can't do both? Yeah, no, it's bad. Oh, it's bad. Oh, I had no doubt. Just by that name is, Juice TM. Interesting. I'm gonna take a little peek. I'm gonna scroll super quick through the first episode, see how long it is. Like, I'm not even gonna read, I'm just gonna look. Why does it say bookmark? Doesn't seem like super long, but yeah, Torsten Icewood is mental. Alright, which one we feeling, fellas? I apparently can't set up a poll, but it's okay. Whoever speaks up, you know? Yeah, the issue is if I start reading that one and it's very long, I would have to stop reading it to eat, which would not be the funnest. So I don't know, but they both look definitely stinky in their own merit. So you know. Wheel, that's true. That's true. We can never say no to a wheel. Or we do another heads or tails, which I personally like because then I don't have to type them out. Okay. Tail and then Thuggish head. Let's see it. A coin flip. Okay, tails. Well, I guess we're doing this one. I'm bookmarking this actually. So I have it. So I can't forgo because I don't want to. This is a gem. This is a gem out here. I have to read that for sure. It's like a little treat, you know? Motivation. Keep the best for last. All right. Okay. Well, time to pull out the bingo board again. The bingo board. Bug was minted. Okay. 3, we got overworked artist. We got blonde character. So Lanisha. Oh my god, the assets are crazy. Yep, I can't let that slide. I cannot let that slide. We got misused Clip Studio assets. We might get a bingo. We might get a bingo. There's hope. Never had a bingo yet out of the 3-ish episode comics I've done this with, but bro looks terrifying. My beautiful and noble Empress, why do you weep so? Anyone talks like that, craziest red flag. Absolutely red flag. Dun. What have you to do with those criminals? Bro thinks he's cooking. Bro thinks he's Shakespeare or something. Did you know them? Then take a closer look, my dear. Grab. Why do all of them have Cybertrucks on their chest? Oh, no! Not the Cybertruck! Their reckless judgment cost them a crucial battle, putting all of Yentry at risk. You know it's time for keyboard smash names. Yeah, no, the eye bags are crazy. And if I'm saying that, then you know it's bad because I got some crazy eye bags. If it weren't for Cassius, I wouldn't be surprised if we'd lost everything. So let me ask you again. Do you have anything to do with them? What answer does he want from me? If I want to survive, I'm to abandon Rotera and everything I am of my own volition? Drip. What meaning is there in surviving so disgracefully? Shoo! Ain't no fucking way. Ain't no way. But I can't die like this. There may still be survivors from my house until I've confirmed whether they're alive or dead. No, I have no ties to any of them. I can't die yet. Sorry, I don't know where that came from. You look tired. You're free to go. Wow. Sway. You have assault on your bingo list? No, I don't, but actually I should add that. I'm keeping, you can't see it on screen because I'm just a crazy tech genius like that. I've hit it. No, it's just because I didn't feel like I did. Anyways, but there's stuff I want to add. I want to add more things to the bingo list and like generate a new one for every stream. That way we're, kept in suspense. But also, yeah, bro has like the entire like, what is it, the UFC where they give you like a big ass fucking belt when you win? Why? Hello? Your Majesty! Thud. The Serpent. Why does this have like the same exact fucking font as the last one we just read? I hate this punk. You sound like you're gonna give him a swirly. But yeah, he would deserve it. Rotera. Oh my god, the info dump. Amazing, the info dump. I think, see, as much as I hate doing this, the bingo board does bring some fun because then I'm like, I hate seeing it, but at least I might get a bingo. What do I win if I get bingo? I don't know, but a bingo. You know? Bogus Minted, bingo, B-I-N-G-O, I don't know. Oop, that is not what I meant to open. In fact, let me close that. Rotera, the family that helped lay blah 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 blah. I don't care. When Prince Laxus born out of wedlock. Knuckle sandwich deserved. I think he's starving. You should deliver right away. Ha ha. Was about to be killed by opposing forces. Got your nose! What? Escort His Highness the Prince inside! What? Thus, Emperor Laxus and Lanisha, the daughter of Duke Rotera.
Why does he look like that?
Yeah. Yeah, they can't just be like allies. They always gotta get married. Also, where's her arm? Like, literally, like, where's her arm going? Here, okay. Where's that arm? Like, we're not seeing, like, anything. Like, there's just, like, fabric there. And then, here. Be kind of sick if she only had one arm, but, like, it'd be, like, different, fun, cool. But he looks constipated. That's why he needs the X-Lax. he needs the laxatives because he's fucking constipated. And that's why they named him Laxus. It's all coming together. We're connecting the dots, okay? We're too quick, we're planning the story before it even happens. We're plotting, we know. They didn't expect people of our intellectual level to be reading this. Got your nose, got your arm. No. Brush. Zzz. Sleep sound effect. Rotera made me, a bastard son, into an emperor. That means she can make anyone into an emperor, not just me. Also, they always got these. Yeah, we're like game theory for Webtoon. Real. Which one of us is gonna become president of the United States? Or at least run for the election. Also, why are so many of these fuckers, they have abs, but like they don't do any sort of sport? The logic is not logicking right now. The palace 1 year later. Duke Rotera, you're here. Greetings, your majesty, great son of the empire. Enough with formalities. Let's get straight to the point. Bro got some fucking pantaloons. I plan to reclaim the Chorpa Plains, which once belonged to Hellstein. Wait. I forgot there's more on the bingo card. Let's go. Favorite story character? Okay. Just kind of hard to read when these are small. Don't worry about it. I'm just trying to make it a little bit bigger. Where is it? Lesser bastard child, love interest. Yep. And you know what? Right? And a hot take, but abs are overrated. Amen. Literally. Like, I don't know anyone who likes a man with abs more than a man himself. Like, and these are clearly stories made to appeal to women. So, like, what is this? You know what? Sometimes the FL be doing all the hard labor. She should be muscular. Literally. Okay. What we got? Clutch panels. Well, I think the proportions one we can definitely get. Proportions are out of whack. It is off-brand Europe. That's fair. Love interest does not have black hair, unfortunately. I don't think she's a villainess. Reincarnated, not as far as we know yet. Jolt, well, we got a verb sound effect right fucking there. Clutch panels, very likely, but I don't want to do it just without. Yeah. See, muscular men, overrated. Muscular women, underrated. And that says something about life. Okay. What else we got? Okay, I think this is what we got for now. But we've got a strong card. Like we've got a lot of clustered points here. You mean in the Parisian kingdom? That's right, I intend to go to war. Bro has literally no place for his brain in his skull. But as you know, Duke, the imperial family is not in a position to spare any funds. Rotera, on the other hand, is. Until now, Rotera's deep pockets have all but propped up the imperial family. What? He looks insane. He looks like he'd own a Labubu. Who? The main guy or her dad? This guy? I feel like he'd either own a Labubu or he would call people who own a Labubu the F slur. I feel like there's no in between, right? Finally off to battle. Flower glitter brushes. Let's go. That's another one for the card, fellas. Oh. Another one. Third one for good measure. Main guy, yeah, I could see that. Oh my god. They're literally white. They're quite literally like, look at the white background, and then look at them. Info dump. Oh my god, 3D models. This is. Oh my. It's just the aura farming. Yeah, he does aura farm. Look, he's literally aura farming as we speak. 24k, yeah. I have the one and only 24k, 24 carat Labubu. And then he gets canceled for being racist. Yeah. Bro is yeah, no. I mean, it's aura farming. Aura farming constantly. Oh my god, this asset use is egregious. This might be one of the worst ones I've seen yet. Gradually turned into a tyrant. I don't know, starting war for no reason is pretty tyrannical in my opinion. Use colored pencils on that shit, yeah. Yeah, no, a lot of them basically have the same design. Just like, oh my god, the brushes! Yeah, I mean, that's why the bingo slot exists. It's always white, blonde, or long pink hair. They can't help it. And with eyes, well, it's usually like blue, red, pink, purple, anything but like brown or black. They're allergic to those, apparently. But what I received in return. Parents severed head. Okay, well, like I hate to say it, but like I don't care though. Like this is the first episode. I don't care. No, you don't understand. It's a problem only when it affects the rich people. You know what? You make a good point. You make a good point. You should stay in bed. I'm fine. More importantly, does anyone know where my parents' bodies were discarded? What do you mean, may I speak? She asked a question. Oh my god. I believe they're in the underground prison, and guards are stationed nearby keeping watch. They're already dead. What are they keeping watch about? And also the fucking 3D guards. God damn. Even in death, they remain in the Emperor's grasp. Wasn't it Rotera who saved that bastard child from death and made him Emperor? Oh my god. Every story is doing that fucking shit. Like, I don't know why they insist on showing this at the start of the story. We don't need to know her reason for revenge yet. We can just be along for the ride, and then once we start caring, we get invested in the characters. Then you slowly start to show how big of an asshole he is and why she's trying to get revenge. Don't throw it all in at first, please. I'm surprised they don't have heterochromia. I thought it was a common cool design thing. Yeah, sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. I feel like we go through phases, you know, like sometimes they go crazy for heterochromia, other times they yeah, I feel like we're in a not heterochromia phase right now. He's leached off of Rotera for his entire life. That wretch is worse than a is wor- wor- I mean, he's leached off of Rotera his entire life. That wretch is worse than a beast. Bang. Yeah, forehead action is crazy. That's right. I can't die yet. Then, What if I just kill Axis? That filthy bastard. I can't stand breathing the air. She's doing what people do online, where it's like, people will, like, get upset at someone, cancel them because they've done something bad. But now that this person is, like, quote unquote canceled, they'll start being, like, fat phobic, homophobic, and it's like, no, you can't start caring about, like, oh, he's a filthy bastard now that he's bad. Like that's not what heterochromia is. Like, at least it's like, maybe it's a little bit not like other girls, but at least it's better than this. This is, like, not even fucking tried. Heterochromia is like, yeah, you're putting a genuine effort, like, you're invested, you know? Back in the good old days. Wouldn't it be simplest to end him? Oh my god. Oh, talk about an entire episode of useless stuff. Who joining me to kill Laxative? Oh, I'm in.
Why do we need to see this?
Also, bro's looking so stiff. He genuinely looks like, on episode, people used to, like, there was, like, kissing animations, and to do, like, oh, like, before it fades into darkness to imply their banging, it would be the kissing animation while one person stands still, except the person, like, slowly lowers. And, like, it looks really stiff, but it was, like, what you could do with the animations. It looks like that. Anyways, it looks like that. She cares now that it affects her, bro. That's true. Rich people mentality. Who cares until it's your problem? Empress Lanisha Rotera. Not only is he rude to her, he's rude to this random other lady. Because, like, what do you mean you're thinking about her when you're fucking this girly? Also, yeah, Freddy Fazbear ass jump scare, literally. And second of all, why is he suddenly cheating if he thinks she's gonna go against him? Like, what's the point? She's even more regal than I, the Emperor. He's supposed to hate her, and yet he's glazing her. Why is he glazing her? Thought it would be satisfying to see Lanisha's twisted, broken expression. But it didn't feel good at all. Instead, I felt disgusted. I almost felt man learns empathy. White man learns empathy for the first time. What? Preying on their downfall right now. For real.
You're thinking about another woman, aren't you?
Put me in her place. You said you loved me. Why would you ever believe a guy like this? Why would you ever believe a guy like this? Like, I'm not about victim blaming, but at this point, like, it's you know, you catch my drift? Grab. Hush. Canaria? Am I allowed to, like, double check the keyboard smash names? I think I will. I think I'll, like, quintuple check it. Every time he feels empathy, his forehead shrinks 10 sizes. The author has to make them worse to scream at the readers how they're meant to feel about a character. Oh lord, I came in at the worst time. No, founding farter. What do you mean? This is the best time. Also, why is that still your profile picture in this day and age? It would be more believable if they made the manipulation. Yeah. Yeah, well, that means time, so. You came in at the perfect time. This one's for you. This one's for you, Lorb. Wait. I want to see something. I cherish what you make of me. Might be a family reunion. The fart millie. Oh my god. Yeah, you came. This is actually generic male lead model 84. This guy's a doozy, and this is like every stereotype combined. So as you can see on the bingo board, his name is what, Laxus. He looks constipated, literally X-Lax guy. Bro is X-Lax, so yeah. Full circle. Mind has been blooted. Yeah, anyways, the names are really bad, as you might actually no, you cannot notice because I've blocked all of it. Yeah, the names are so bad that this is keyboard smash names on the bingo card, and it's all been blocked. And why is she named Canaria? Who knows? Who knows? I don't even think the author knows at this point, you know? So, if you try to meddle too much in my affairs, even I don't know what I might do to you. And what I gotta say to that? You know what I've got to say to that? That's what I gotta say to that. Cough, cough. I can't kill the Empress, so I'll just send her away in absolute disgrace. This is not Riz, this is a restrainment order. Yeah, wait. I know what button I need right now. Because that's what I've been clicking. I've been saving these buttons in my other thing. So that I can randomly play them, so. Oh, that is air horn. That is not foghorn. And that was also loud as hell. Oh, one day we'll actually have a soundboard that I'll have set up. Stinky horn sound effect. Yes, please. Yes, sir. I hate anti-maskers. They're 6 feet apart if you're sick. Yeah, no, he's patient 0, I fear. Get Dr. Holmes on his case. No, of course, the mysterious other land. Wow, thank you. Wow. If the beautiful Empress were to have a gown made from this silk, she would shine even more brilliantly. He looks like Santa Claus, but like bad. Are you implying that without your gift, she'll be less radiant? Oh my god, these assets are unbelievable! Of course not. Your Majesty, I apologize if I've offended you. It's okay. Why does she suddenly look different? Like, her eyes were not like that at all. Okay. The Empress says it's fine, so I will let it slide. Give me the silk. Thank you, Your Majesty. That precious silk, what on earth is the Emperor planning to do with it? Quiet, he'll hear you. Whoosh. What the hell is he doing? What do you think? Now that she's draped in silk, does the Empress look more beautiful like you claimed? Bro's like literally like unstable. Like I think he genuinely needs a psychologist. Anyway, I'll take a sip from my bottle. No, no, no. I don't have any water left. He's not cooking, he's burning it. Yeah, I fear the meal would be so foul that when they serve it, like cartoons, it's like they serve it like Scooby Doo style in the platter with like the round platter with like the cover, and they take it off, and instead of like beautiful clouds of like vapor twisting away, it's just green smoke, like green fog that plays with this. Like they show off the meal and it goes. Brr, brr. You know what I mean? Not the song of the summer. I hate it, by the way. Hate it. I'm gonna go refill me water. If you got a bottle of water, you should probably take a sip of water so you don't get dehydrated when you want water in your bottle of water. And yep. I got me some water in my bottle of water to drink some bottle of water from my bottle of water. The foghorn was very necessary. It's getting good use. Yes. Yeah, I fear so. Coconut stretched out. She's sleeping on my bed. She's going honk shoo, honk shoo. She got both of her legs out. Crazy style. Well, why aren't you answering? Do you think that Empress looks beautiful? If you ever want to know what my cover of Evanescence sounds like, that's a good chunk of it. You when I literally drink from me bottle of water. So true. You know what the Evanescence cover is like. Oh, you know. Taking me shit over my bottle of water. Taking some water from my bottle of water. Please, your majesty, forgive me. What? Your majesty, Sir Cassius requests an audience. Cassius sounds like some sort of like fungal anus disease. You know what I mean? If I could, I would play the Sting Dog effect every time. Tell him to come in. You're dismissed. Can confirm that is exactly how it sounds. Proof is in the pudding. We got it right here. Oh, I forgot I still had this on. Whoopsies. No, I actually got my disgust one, which I've titled "Ugh" in my document. So I think it's only fair that I put this. Yes, one thing I don't think will be possible, but I really want to do is have, if I redo my VTuber model, I want to have it twerk, but I don't know that I can do that with the parameters that I have. Anyways, that is unrelated, but thank you, Your Majesty. Oh. When I show up to the symmetry tool contest, but he's there. I think I want to be cool. Drink water from me bottle of water. Maybe. Bro, is the merchant that was about to be beheaded blushing at this guy? That would be kind of goated, though. Unexpected romance. You think it's going to be this. Turns out it's actually a love story between this one NPC and the guy, and they're gay, and then they date, and we never see the Emperor again. Yeah, literally. Literally. I, Cassius, sent off to war for entry under his majesty's command, have returned victorious. I offer this triumph to you, your majesty. Don't. That was the sound of me flatlining. That was the sound of me flatlining. She's still just wrapped in the silk. What the... What is this? I feel like I'm watching one of those, like, look at... This is what it feels when they're playing, like, Mr. Bean at the optometrist when you go. And you're just like, what is going on? I just walked in halfway through an episode, and he is putting, like, lobster carcasses in some random woman's purse at the restaurant. Ugh. What? Like, what is going on? Cassius. What is it like to see the Empress in person? Pardon. Oh, no way he was fighting with this much fabric. Gonna be dragged away, dragged down. Mouth, mouth. She is breathtakingly beautiful. She is breathtakingly beautiful. You think the Empress is beautiful too? Are you absolutely dazzled by her? Me when someone mentions my special interest. Empress, blink twice if you need help. True. Truly. I've been far too indifferent to the hero who saved the nation. Ew! That close-up was rancid. Okay. He is literally the color of the background. You see this? You see this? I'll consider what reward to bestow upon you. Missed opportunity. You could have used the word bequeath, which is always the better word because it's funnier. Bro could have literally said bequeath, and he didn't. You know what I think of that? L. You may go. Wait for my summons. Yes, your majesty. What? Oh my god, what is that emoji? Why he looked like that? No, quite literally. I almost said quite literally for real. This is, I'm not reading that line. I'm not reading that. Sir Cassius, how did it go? The Emperor is out of his mind. Might be the most rational character in here yet. Not even pink eye no more, that's magenta. That's magenta eye. God damn. Ooh. Guys, you gotta stop being this funny. Or else I'm gonna pee my pants into a backflip, and I can't do backflips. Ugh. Fine. I guess I'm too much of a people pleaser. What voice do you want it in? A fitting voice, or you want it in like the cursed voice? Because I'll do it. Oh my god, I didn't realize he's got like a vein pulsing, like is it the teacher in the Dear Dumb Diary? Like she mentions how his veins are just fucking pulsing in his head. I hate this man with every bone in my body, with every breath in my body. I take each step upon the soil with the hopes of one day crushing Lord Laxative. Honestly, that's metal AF, and I agree. It feels like I should have a bingo. Just this panel feels like we should be rewarded a bingo for the emotional toll it's taken. You know what I mean? Alright, fine. I'll just read it in a... Yes, that's a good boy. Squeeze! Slam. There you go. British? Okay. Yes, that's a good boy. Squeeze. Slam. Sir Cassius, how did it go? You've unleashed the beast. The Emperor is out of his mind. It's not like it's the first time. More importantly, what about what you were promised? At this rate, everything we've worked for might be for nothing. Step. Chat clip that. I fear you're the chat. I fear you're the chat. Stop! How do I clip things? Unfortunately, I can't help with that. I don't know how to do it. Wait, let me look. Um, 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 I know when videos are done, there's like the option to do things, but like I don't know how to do it. We'll see. We're discovering. Oh, okay. Apparently, under the video, there's the option to clip. Okay, you gotta give it a timestamp. Else, it's lagging so hard because I am the one doing the live. I don't know how to do it. Halt. Hey, Tarian. What is the Empress's name? You think you would know the name of his Empress? Her name is Lanisha Rotera. The Empress is Duke Rotera's daughter. Go! Go, let's go! Run! That ain't news of the battlefield! Is that how they want us to fucking react? Genuinely. Ah! I'm gonna shit my pants and it's gonna glue my ass cheeks together. I swear to God. Anyways, I had never seen a knight so noble and strong. You guys want like a normal reading generally, or you want British, or do you want to save the British for special occasions? That's the big question. The British is gonna come back, but someone's telling him to get out very aggressively. Yeah. Average reaction to war. Rah! Ah, he was like a mighty Black Panther, and I greatly admired him. Wow. Yippee. Yippee. Special British. Okay. Switch depending on the vibes. Okay. It seems the consensus has been reached. But the Emperor drove him to the most disadvantaged. Huzzah, did I have a stroke halfway through my sentence? Ole. The Emperor drove him to the most disadvantageous battlefields. Wow. Your Grace, if you go there, it's a death sentence! You know the Emperor's only sending you there to die! I'm gesturing wildly, but you can't hear, and you can't see, so imagine in your mind me gesturing wildly. Take that sword and strike down the Emperor! Yeah, That's actually the best suggestion anyone has made in this comic yet. Don't have a seizure? Hey. 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 What other logical reaction is there to this? I ask. I feel like seizure is the only way to go, you know? There are things in this world you must not do, even if you can. What reason is there not to? Bro looks like he's like a 12-year-old on the body of like a 17-year-old. What is going on? What is going on? What's going on? There are things in this world you must not do, even if you can. What reason is there not to? Again, he's being the voice of reason. Red hair guy, whatever his name is, Cassius. He seems pretty reasonable for now, I'm gonna be honest. My daughter's in the Empress' hands. How could I beg for my own life when hers is on the line? That build is despicable. Sir Cassius, you must understand. I'm sure there's something you wish to protect as well. So, if you ever meet my daughter, please give her a message. Tell her I don't blame her. What would you blame her for? Your Grace. And now he suddenly looks like 22. Why has he got like a chariot wheel as a necklace? Why do so many people in this comic have like shirt collars that are like dog collars? They're just like stiff and loose. Your Grace, that was the last time I saw Duke Rotera. That explains it. She's the daughter of Duke Rotera. He literally knew that she was in his hands. Like, how do you not? Well, 1 + 1 is 2. I don't know. Among all the dead eyes in the royal court, only the Empress's gaze still held life. I don't know about that. So the Empress is okay? Then what's the problem? How is that firsting there? I don't know about that, innit? He told me to wait like a good little boy. What? Yeah. These two might actually be the most rational characters. I just wish he would stop lore dumping. My hero lost his life for no good reason. That vile smirk on his face. One thing is certain. Empress Lanisha is far too good for the Emperor. Yeah. That build is crazy. How many ribs do you think they had to take out? Oh? Sir Cassius, what will you do if there truly is no reward? That happens. Hello? Also, the perspective on this thing is... I will make the Emperor pay. Why is he so, like, stretched out in this picture? Okay. Little quick check on the bingo. Do we have anything else? Protective older brother or father. Oh my god, we've got another. Let's go. Save him from this story, yeah. 20 billion ribs explodes. Okay, secluded Duke. I don't know. He does not have short black hair. Unfortunately. I don't have a thing about revenge. I should add that. Okay. Onwards we sail. Yeah. Spark. Why are they always taking baths? They're literally always in the tub. They can't help it. They cannot help it. At least she's not in the tub with a towel this time, but at today's banquet, that's a good boy. It didn't seem like Laxus had X-Lax. We're treating Cassius with the respect he deserves, and since he can't bring himself to kill me with his own hands, he's likely planning to send me to Cassius instead. How do you just send your wife away? Good gravy, she's naked! Like a moist critical or Germa expression to use. A former gladiator slave who started from the very bottom. Okay. Well, that's, Can we do that a second time, actually? We got double bastard in here, so. Keep you on your toes with the vine booms. The big wigs in New York gotta keep you on your toes with the vine booms, eh? Gnarly. Indubitably so. Yeah, he seems like a bottom! Maybe bro is just finding every excuse to not admit that he's a cuck. And that's why he's sending his wife away to another man. I'm just saying. You know, I'm just saying. Don't shoot the messenger, you know what I mean? Vile, yeah. And rose up to become a hero, leading the troops to victory. Again, it's like the same fucking horse as last time, but this time he's on top. And it's a flag instead of a sword. They really wanted to get their money's worth from that, like, model, probably, pose. With his red hair and golden and gleaming golden eyes, he radiated a vitality like a blazing torch. How should I make use of the card that is Cassius? Oh my god, she got pink eye! Look at her eyes! Fellas, I fear she's got magenta eye. Maybe even double magenta eye. I know. Knowing Laxus, he'll likely grant Cass the harshest, most desolate territory, but if that happens to be Hillowshine, ding ding, rise. Bang, your majesty. They're doing like the anime trick. Who farted on her pillow, bro? My bad, chat. I had to fart, and I was sitting on her pillow, like, what else was I supposed to do, you know? I mean, slip of the tongue. I mean, I would never fart on anyone's pillow to give them double pink eye. Nor would I leave my room and enter someone else's room solely to fart in that room and then leave. I've never done that in my life. In fact, I've never farted in my life. Sip of water from me water bottle. Please allow me to dry you off as soon as I'm done getting ready. Send for the head butler. What are you thinking about, your majesty? That build is diabolical, for real. He also looks like he has double pink eye. Like, what type of color are they using for the, like, what's it called, the sclera or whatever, the white part of the eye? I'd like to know the cause. I finally found a way to get rid of the Empress. Are you curious to see that haughty face of her will crumble? How dare you send me a Pinocchio emoji as if I'm a liar? How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? I'm ending the stream right now. Yep. Why is he obsessed with that big Empress? Oh man, I shouldn't have done that. Whoops, I got carried away. He could have just killed her like he usually does. But, your majesty, please forgive me. He could also turn his sword on me at any moment. They're all high off of the doobie, and that's why the plot is happening in in the first place. Yeah. Whatever they're smoking, it's some crazy shit. So I have to do whatever it takes to bear his child. Oh my god, I didn't think I had this on. That is not the toggle I thought I put on. Alright. And I'm giving it cardboard plot. I think we've got a bingo. Stand up, your man is a felon. Yeah. Quite literally, fellas. We've got ourselves a bingo. Let's see if we can get like double bingo. Because we're close. We're close, to be honest. I mean, you know what? The main character has like no personality either, so I don't know why I'm hesitating here. Like there's nothing. There's nothing.
Oh my god, bro.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
B-I-N-G-O.
Get your ass on, boy. You get your goddamn...
Amazing. Why it was actually the opening act for Celine Dion. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Until then, I have no choice but to feign ignorance.
I never know what could on that head of yours.
Don't think too hard, just be hard instead, she says. Oh. Don't forget to take a sip of your bottle of water so you don't get dehydrated in your bottle of water, NA. I called you here because there's something I'd like to ask. Well, that's usually why people call people. Yep. Do you know which territory Laxus is planning to grant Cassius? Why is he steady like fingers together? You know, like the indexes together. Well, I don't need to. In fact, I could just pull it up. You know. I'll show you what I mean right now. Back in my pirate software era. Oh my god. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Yeah. Yep. Okay. My bad. I did not mean to put that over the model. Oh well. There's that emoji. Yes, your majesty. Hello, Shine. Flinch. Yes. Oh my god, we found the symmetry tool's second victim. I knew it. He probably never intended to properly reward a former slave, not even a hero like Cassius. That's correct. His Majesty the Emperor intends to bestow, could have been, bequeath. Yeah, heart emoji, yeah. Will shine upon Sir Cassius through formal title succession procedures. Wait. Founding farter. Or do I have a treat for you? I made some screens for when I start the stream. I could put that, but also one for if I have to leave to go to the bathroom, which has not happened yet, but I assume will happen. So feast your eyes upon my best work yet. Yeah. Anyways, I thought of you when I was drawing that ass. No, you got a fat ass. No, you got a fat. Only banger J Park has ever dropped. Back we go to. I mean, look, I don't like to toot my own horn, sniff my own farts, fertilize my own soil, but we're kind of going back to inferior art technically. Like, I mean, it's just, you can see it in the quality and the time spent and the program, the tools invested in. Thank you for answering my question. Bow. Clack. Once having belonged to the Roteras, Hillowshine was absorbed into the royal domain when my parents went off to war. It's one of the most barren lands, with a small population to match. Liza, you do like to sniff your own farts? How many times are you gonna come into my own stream? My stream, mine, okay? Oh no, I forgot I didn't put the right screen. My bad, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna read it for you guys. Anyways, how many times are you gonna come in my stream, in my chat? You're gonna come in here. You're gonna come in here, and you're gonna call me a liar in my own stream. You're gonna call me a liar in my own stream. That's quite the audacity we've got there. Come in, call me a liar, not once, nay, twice, in my own stream. Mods ban this guy, I say about the mod. Power Trip, I hardly know her. Alright, now I've brought the comic back. Clack, once having belonged to the Roteras, Hillowshine was absorbed into the royal domain when my parents went to war. Get out of here with those emojis! Absolutely despicable. It's one of the most barren lands with a small population to match. Would have guessed. They're gonna make him the Duke of the North. They're gonna make him the fucking Duke of the North, aren't they? Aren't they? But if I go there, I might still have a fighting chance. Laxatives. Even if they drag me down from the throne, I will never break. Oh my god, not the transparency through the bars. I swear it with every fiber of my being. You will not meet a peaceful death. Okay. Cassius's garrison. How long has it been since we last had a warm place to rest? The drinks go down so smooth. Out of top 10 things that were never said. Yeah. But what is going on with Sir Cassius? Why is he built like that? What is going on here specifically is my question. Like, why is there no pants here? It's just black. No, that's interesting. No, that's interesting indeed. Oh, who's? Yeah, like, why he got more titty than her? I heard they promised him land and a title, but they have yet to follow through. I mean, it sounds like it's their first day back. Green flag, he's drinking wine. He's drinking wine instead of whiskey or scotch again. Let's go. Let's go. As someone who doesn't even care about alcohol and has no real investment in it, let's go. Let's go. No. Okay, I gotta calm down. If he'd known this was going to happen, he may as well have accepted the offer from the Parison Kingdom. Slam! They offered Sir Cassius dukedom and all the land and wealth to go with it. How is bro holding that? Okay. He gave up all that only to be met with this treatment. Shh! Shh, watch your mouth. Don't you remember what happened to the Duke of Rotera after he fell out of favor with the Emperor? Grunt? Who's grunting? What is that bit? You're not complaining, so why are they getting all worked up? Well, it's only natural they have some resentment. Pirate type fit. Okay, I respect it. He is one of the better characters we've seen. Yeah, unfortunately, I feel like pina coladas are like, they are cooler. Like these drinks are these things are missing out. Like I want a fun, colorful cocktail. When are one of these gonna drink a Shirley Temple? Like I want to see you drinking like a little fun fizzy drink, like a little coconut shell, you know. But wine is better. At least they're not trying to make him look like the last guy. You know, it's an improvement. It's not the best. It's an improvement, though. I will give him that. See, he's not great, but compared to what we've been seeing, you know, the bar's in hell. You know, yeah, wine is yuck. It's never like my mother's left wine in my fridge, and it was disgusting. So then I offloaded it all onto someone who visited to play D&D. I've never done that. I've never done that before. I don't know why you'd say that. Just shot me a sip of water from my water bottle because I refilled it with water in my water bottle, and now I'm having a sip of water because I was thirsty for water in my water bottle. Yeah. The Emperor keeps dragging his feet like this. We'll have no choice but to make another sacrifice. Isn't that right, Turian? Yes, Sir Cassius. Just so you're aware.
There are currently about 300 to 500 knights stationed in the capital.
Oh my god, not the 3D model again. Ah! As for those outside the palace, it would take at least half a day to summon them. And then what are our current forces? We are roughly 250 strong. With that many, it's worth a try. He's got a charcuterie board. He's got a charcuterie board on his table. Who up in they charcuterie? I can't be this mentally gone at 6 p.m. Like I can't. No. Yeah. Anyways, better than the Shorpa Plains, wouldn't you say? Anyways, if your next target is the Emperor's head, are you planning to become Emperor yourself? Art Coochie board. How did you make it worse? Art Coochie board. God damn. Time for bed. Yeah, honestly, don't tempt me. Sleeping live stream where you don't see anything. You just hear me like occasionally choke on my spit. That's not a bad idea. This way starts to be a little yucky. 1 week from now. Tight finger, okay. If the Emperor hasn't given us an answer by then, we'll take matters into our own hands. That shading on his hair makes it look like feathers.
Yes, Sir Cassius. Sir, you have a guest. They're riding in a really fancy carriage.
Oh my god, this is perfect. I gotta get this guy back in British. It's perfect in British. I'm losing my mind.
Sir, you have a guest. They're riding in a really fancy carriage. They look very noble.
At this ungodly hour?
Well,
only the royal family would be so rude. Could it be the Emperor? Dodon. I am Henry Florian, head butler of the Imperial Palace. I'm Cassius. His Majesty the Emperor wishes for you to attend the Imperial banquet taking place 3 days from now. That's right. trash days from now, Renee. Yeah. Has he chosen the land and the title he plans to grant me? I cannot answer that question. Please adhere to the dress code. The uniform you wore previously may be a bit too formal. How can you be too formal? So we kindly ask that you wear a suit instead. Ha! That paper's so big. That paper is Geminosaurus. Okay. His Majesty the Emperor dislikes anything that goes against proper etiquette. He's the one completely lacking decorum. I will try. Well, I will see you then. Clip clop, clip clop. If I go to the capital, I might get the chance to see Lanisha once more. Then maybe I'll finally be able to pass on the message I need to give to her. And after that, maybe I can finally let go of Lanisha, who keeps coming to my mind for some reason, as well as this lingering sense of guilt. But besides that, I'm completely broke! Where the hell am I supposed to get a suit? Thrift stores, baby. I think I might be losing my mind. I hear the Emperor is hosting a banquet 3 days from now. Will that woman also be attending? You mean Canaria? Yes. Well, since the Emperor is planning everything, I have no idea what the occasion or who he plans to invite. So she might actually come? Come? Wait, no. Come. Real Me Too Cartman, or whatever his name is. We must prepare a new dress that makes Her Majesty shine the brightest. What is it? These stories always have like a weird thing where the main character has to be super nice to the servants and they all love her, even though they're like borderline enslaved a lot of the time, but that's okay. What about those rubies the young Duke of Roterra sent us? How about a silver dress embroidered with gold thread, paired with white shoes? It would look both elegant and regal. Could you send Sir Cassius a suit for the banquet under your family's name? A suit? Philoshan and Cassius. It's obvious the narrative Lexus is trying to create. Just like the last banquet where he arranged for me to meet the former slave. This is surely an attempt to tie the two of us together. To humiliate me. I fear must skedaddle to do homework. Have fun reading this. I won't. Thankfully, almost done. This is the last episode, the home stretch. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining us for the But no, I will not have any fun at all, but thank you for the sentiment. Thank you for keeping us company. Oh my god, the 3D sword.
Sir Cassius? Sir Cassius?
What's all the ruckus?
You have a guest, Sir Cassius. Tyrion says you should hurry up and take a bath first.
What? I thought Tarian went to get me a suit.
That's just it. A gift has arrived from the Pierced County. They've sent over a seamstress to make your outfit for the banquet.
Good luck, soldier. I'ma need it. Oh, I'ma need it. Pierced County? What kind of noble house treats a knight like me? A former slave with such kindness.
Sir Cassius! Ladies here at the estate.
So? Wait a second, shouldn't I bring them something? Do you know how to serve tea? I'm sure we can get some. Ha! Let's go look. Zoom. Oh my god. Blah blah blah. Blue blue blue. Oh my god. He lost his memory and had nowhere else to go, so I'm keeping him for now. When I get the chance, I'll send him somewhere better. Okay, blah, 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 blah. Where your clothes at? Creak, creak. Stop! Now are we seeing him in the bath? This is not what people say when they say they want gender equality. I'm sorry to keep you waiting. I'm Cassius. Pleasure to meet you, Cassius. Blah, blah, blah. Blue, blue, blue. I don't care. I do not care. Will you accept her gift? Why does he look like that? Fellas? Come in. We brought tea! The deep green glow. I simply wish to have a little chat with Her Majesty before the banquet. Imagine the embarrassment if we showed up in the same dress. Let her in, but Your Majesty. She can't help it. She was never taught manners. She deserves our pity. She has no one to rely on but another woman's husband. No wonder she feels so empty. A person ought to at least have a shred of compassion. Okay, man. You little brat. How is that dress holding? How is that dress holding? What else can you expect from someone who believes her worth is defined by birth and her ability to bear children? Isn't that right, Linde? What if I'm pregnant with the Emperor's child? Sucks to be you, then. That's all I've got to say. We don't care. Random ass beef. Random beef that we don't care about. And we're done. Oh no! Oh, it's already over. Oh darn. Oh poo. If you heard me celebrating, no, you didn't. I don't know what you're talking about. Clutch panels? Yeah. Why are we seeing shoes? Not that. Not that. We did get a bingo, though. First bingo. First bingo, fellas. First bingo. And that's pretty sick. That's pretty sick. What else? What else is sick? This comic. Blech. Just kidding, alas. Alright, this is the longest we've ever gone for a stream, too. Kind of a little bit longer than I planned to, but you know, when you get carried away. Whoa, did I turn into XQC for a second or what? You know, time flies by when you have good company. Anyways, thank you for joining, anyone and everyone. You might not be here anymore, but mentally I'm still thanking you for hanging. It was great to have you here, and thank you for joining. Thank you for those who chatted. Very appreciated. Made it less lonely. And yeah, I thank you for hanging. I think that's basically gonna be it, you know? I gotta eat because I'm hungry because it's 6 p.m. But I got leftovers. At least that I can eat. So I will not be starving for very long. Hopefully you have a rest day. A nice nice day, nice rest of your day, whichever applies. And thanks for chilling, guys. And I'll stream around the same time next Friday. Probably around the same time, same type of time. Maybe like 2, 3. Anyways, I'll put it out in advance so you know. But yeah, it makes the Fridays a little fun, you know, a little hangout to look forward to. Also, it means that I'm forced to record, which is always useful. Anyways, thank you for joining. Have a wonderful weekend, and bye.